Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of City Skylines. I'm really sorry for the lack of videos lately, but I'm more or less on a vacation for my holidays at the moment. I do occasionally get back in order to record the one or other video, but at the moment you just have to wait until I get back in order for me to be able to produce regular content. My vacation is still going on until Friday and we would be lucky if I'm able to smash in another video. I'm gonna try to do that, but we will be back to regular content on Friday or so. So in case you were wondering where the heck is City Skylines, where the heck is Motorsport Manager, that's also something I'm still actually doing. It's just not very convenient at the moment to produce the videos, so I'm doing my best. Anyways, for today's episode, I would like to go a little bit crazier in terms of density. I would like to make an entire new district, which is gonna be completely high density. And since it is a little bit away from all of the other districts, I don't think it's gonna interfere too much with the traffic. Now, one thing that I've done is I changed the AI behavior. So if we have a look at the options here and we go into the traffic manager, there are a couple of things that I changed in the gameplay. For instance, we now have enable advanced vehicle AI, and I also changed the dynamic lane selection to 100%. This is a little bit more taxing on the system. There are a few other things I believe that I checked, I'm not sure, but essentially, it changed a lot on how the traffic behaves. For instance, the vehicles are using the 3 lanes much more intelligently and everything works out better. For instance, if we have a look at this street here, there's no more traffic whatsoever and we had huge problems here actually. So I just love how the vehicles are now using all 3 lanes. Look at that. Look at how they are queuing up. They are not just queuing up on 1 lane now anymore. And that makes a huge difference. We have a little bit of traffic right here, but it's actually never more than this. It didn't accumulate much more than this. So I think we can be majorly happy actually. For some intersections, I still had to watch out a little bit. For instance, this one right here, I made a light for this one because the traffic was just holding each other up. They weren't using this junction effectively. I also changed the street layout right here a little bit. I wonder if that is functioning better. I just made a connection right here in case vehicles want to traverse, but that is something we still have to observe. Anyways guys, it's time to continue building a little bit. I'm gonna pause the game and we are going to destroy the highway right here. Rebuild it a little bit. Let's see, this is going up here. I would like to make this actually go straight down here. We want to have another ore industry, or what is that? Yeah, I think that is ore. So you will have to go away. I'm also getting rid of the train track eventually, but first let's go ahead and build a bunch more highways. I want to go straight across here. Let me see if we can do this in a nice manner. For instance, something like that. I want the same type of bridge. There we go. Now we have something symmetrical going on. And that probably also means I want to redo the entire train track as of this point. Good. Right here we want to go up. There we go. Nice corner. And we go straight up now. Yeah, I think we can go straight through the next district. Kind of have the highway in the center this time. How about that? And then we just continue and kind of hook up with this guy again. Before we do that though, let's just go ahead and reconnect these guys here. Until I have something better, I'm gonna utilize that interchange that's already prepared for us. I wanna go straight over here and I guess we just connect this for the time being. Yeah, I can totally see this happen. Now we just have to fix the train. We probably want a train and cargo station in the new district as well. That's gonna be difficult to decide. I think for the time being, I'm just gonna go straight to this track here. We can have a nice little bridge as of this point and simply connect like that for the time being. Let me see. The district is not long enough if you ask me. I still need to go straight as of this point. Yeah guys, we might have to redo this entirely, to be honest with you. I don't think I can use this intersection, as convenient as it would have been. So I'm just gonna go straight a little longer. This is gonna be a huge district, I think. One thing we probably definitely need is one of those junctions right there. That is going beneath the ore industry, and it is also gonna connect up to this one, I guess. And that's still leaves us enough space, I think, to make the district. Now this highway here is probably going to be a little bit more complicated because I want to make a curve, something like that. And let's see if we find a way to do this. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a lot of trial and error, I think. Oh my gosh, that's not really good. Not really what I wanted, but I can use the Move It tool to fix it. Alright, there we go. That is actually good enough for my taste. Doesn't look too shabby. They are not quite on the same height here because we have an inclination. And then right here, we still have to fix this. This is looking crazy bad. Alright, finally, we are done. Now I only have to decide where to actually get off the highway. And I think I'm kind of tempted to do it here. So let's think about what we want. We want to go to a normal street, I guess. Let's see. We want a bigger street, maybe 6 lanes. And we want it to be nice, I guess. So let's just go out from this spot here. Let's go out straight and do the same thing here on the other side. And then we take away a little bit from the beginning of here. I think that's already enough. We want an off-ramp. Let's make it 2 lane. 1 way, but 2 lanes. And we want to get off maybe like that. That sounds reasonable. We do the same thing on the other side. No, that doesn't make sense. Actually, it does make sense. But we will have to reverse it. But it seems good enough to me. Let's go ahead and do this. No, hold the phone. I want a slight curve in this. Something like that. And something like that. Beautiful. And we only have to swap this around here. I like it, actually. It's nice and charming. Let's just connect these guys up. Yeah, that's an intersection I didn't have before. So one thing that I'm missing kind of is all of this should be elevated a little bit, in my opinion. Like, I want the possibility for cars to go underneath the bridge. Or we build something above it, actually. Could we potentially make a nice roundabout? Let's say we are gonna have one-way streets with trees here. And we maybe want to go out like this and that. Why the heck not? Let's do that on the other side as well. I will have to swap the directions though. But I kind of want to have it symmetrical, more or less. Oh man, it's a matter of millimeters. That's not good. That's not good at all. There's actually a sweet spot right here I can utilize. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, it's absolutely fixable. Okay, nice. Look at that. I actually like the idea of it. Let me just quickly fix this area. And after that, I guess we can start building up the district. Wait, of course, one thing I cannot forget is to have everything in the right direction. This is kind of a roundabout, so everything should be going anti-clockwise, I guess. I'm more or less done with this part, I would say. Now we can think about the train station, which I would like to put in here somehow. The size isn't very big, and I think I'm gonna connect it up. Let me see, what is the best street? Probably this one here in the center, though. We need to think about the traffic that's already gonna be there. Let me maybe set up a nice street with a bus lane, because we're probably gonna have bus lanes, right? And I'm just gonna put it right there. Then we're gonna take our train station and plot it about in the center of the street, like that. Good. Now we're gonna do the same thing on the other side, but with a cargo station. For the cargo station, we don't really need a bus lane, right? Because it's gonna be delivered by trucks anyways. So cargo station, let me see. I would like this to be more or less exact. How do I have it? Maybe like that? Yeah, that's good enough for me. Good enough. Let's go back to the train tracks and now we can connect those up. So we will have to split into 2 lanes here. Let me see. Yeah, first of all, I need to adjust this. I want this to go along the highway. Not too shabby, actually. So this is now going along the highway and is directly connecting up to the passenger train. Now the question is, we probably also want a line to go to the cargo station. Yeah, I think instead of going into this direction, we're gonna hook up with this highway and go down along it. Now, looking at this is gonna be a very steep slope. I'm not sure if I want to do this. But at the moment, it might be our only possibility. Yeah, this is a little bit on the extreme side, and I might fix this in the future, but for the time being, we're just gonna connect these guys up. Beautiful. Okay, now the only thing I need to make sure is that we have a connection between these 2 points or so. So let's say one lane is going to branch off right here, and we're going down, actually, beneath the entire shebang, something like that. And then we want to come up again, maybe at this point, and join back with you. We're also gonna join back with you, if that's possible, somehow. There we go. I think I got the sweet spot. Everything is connected up. This is a little bit wonky, but trains just need to go slowly here, I guess. So now trains can go into this station, they can go back, they can go into this direction, or they also need to be able to go into this station, right? So this here should be the last connection that I require. And if we do this right, just like that, we get a connection. No connection. Now we have it. Okay, that's good enough for me. If we decorate this a little bit with trees, then we should be alright. All the tracks are hooked up right now. That means we can take care of the street patterns. Let's first keep doing the 6-lane roads, I guess. We want to go out here quite a bit, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks. Should be good. And then I guess we do the same thing right here. Connect this up. This is not going to be the most beautiful district in terms of layout, but it's going to be very efficient in terms of getting people in. Alright, there we go. Look at that. We have tons and tons of space. I'm actually not gonna build another farming industry here, even though we have the resources for it. The next major industry is gonna be this new ore industry. But first and foremost, we want to make sure that we have plenty of building space. And I mean really plenty of it. So the next thing we need to do, I guess, is the other side. Let me see. We want to go all the way up to this point here. Not too close to the highway, but still close enough to build greatness. I'm also gonna do the same thing on the other side, at least up to probably this point here. One thing we shall not forget is actually to connect our ferry. I think I'm gonna do that right here with this street. And then we probably kind of continue along the coast, maybe up to here, and connect with this street. Yeah, that's gonna be fine. Okay, so we got our big sectors of the city district. All we need is a bunch of smaller streets. And let me see, we probably want to go with plain old roads. So let me think, how the hell do we want to do this? We want to utilize as much space as possible from this square, but we don't want too many intersections either. What about a pattern such as this? I mean, it fills out most of the area. There's just a little bit of space left here in the corners. And it would only make for 2 intersections right here and there. And I think that might just work out. So I guess that's what I'm gonna be doing the next 5 minutes or so. And I'm gonna catch you right after that. Man, that took absolutely for freaking ever, but I think it's gonna be worth it. Just imagine how many more people we're gonna get in the joint. Now, how are we gonna do these areas, I wonder? Should we just make a couple of intersections here? That might be worth it in this case. I think I'm gonna go with this pattern. I actually kind of like it. Now I wonder, is this also... Yeah, there's gonna be an awful lot of traffic lights. We're just gonna have to deal with it. And back we are. Man, that took me for freaking ever, but look at that. We have a nice, beautiful street layout. It is very repetitive and it's gonna be a very boring district. However, it's gonna contain probably the most people out of all of our districts so far. I don't think we're gonna populate it in today's episode just yet. We need to do that the next time because we also need to prepare the industrial district in order to compensate for all of the demands we're gonna have. But I guess first of all, let's go ahead and actually hook this up to power. I think I'm gonna grab the power from here, though I need to be able to do this without interfering with the ferry lines. Let's maybe grab the power from the prison here. I think that's a good idea. We're just gonna go all the way over here and what is this? The train station. We're also gonna hook up the passenger train station. And then last but not least, we need to drag up a little bit of power here. Maybe this is gonna be temporary. The next thing we can still do in today's episode is the water grid. So I guess we're just gonna start from here, from the highway. And then we're gonna try to encompass everything that's in this district. Man, I think I just spent a fortune on plotting down roads. And now these water lines aren't too cheap either. And we are finally done. Everything dipped into water. All we have to do is make this a reality. This is gonna be a new district. Not the most beautiful way I ever painted a district, but let's figure out what name it's gonna have. And it is Lafayette Square. Wow, this is an enormous square, but I love it. Gotta freaking love it. Okay, I think we have essentially prepared a really nice population booster. Let's maybe make sure we also have a connection to the actual pipelines here. But apart from that, we should be ready to do crazy things in the next episode. But yeah, guys, I think with that out of the way, we're going to wrap it up for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're looking forward to the next episode where we're gonna populate this area. Have a great time, and bye-bye.